Okay, I think that's everything. Let's see. Art for background. Program. Yes. Fine. Okay, I think that's everything. That's good. I know it's been like very uncommon for me to stream that. I haven't had much. What's the drive? Anyways, I am doing art because I've been working on it for a while now. And I have to decide on what I'm going to do for my outfit. The model itself is basically done. It's just it needs an outfit, something that makes it look nice. Having troubles deciding on. So I'm currently doing a witch hat, like something a little bit different that I've done before. There was one where I actually used a world hat. Like it has like grass and mountain, and I was gonna have like a tower or like a circular fence to go around it. It's nice. It's just I just don't think it'd been nice if I had more reference for it, but it was a pain in the ass to find them. And like certain things like couldn't like get sized correctly without it looking stupid. Because at the time it was like 4,000 by 5,000. And what I'm currently using is I think 10, it's 5,000 by 10,000. It's a lot larger than before. Live. Let's see about the dogs. It's going to open it. How you guys doing? I know it's well for some places it's been horrible. Apparently there was a place, I think something, where it flooded and then the water got frozen, so it's like up to the tires, like a lot of cars. And over here we have snow and ice. And unfortunately for me, I have to pick up dog poop. Unfortunately, it has been getting stuck in the snow. And it's most of it's difficult, especially the fact that the pooper scooper that we broke a month ago, you know, during the time where we could really use it. We haven't got around to like getting replaced though. It was kind of weak plastic. I was trying to like clean off the remains because we have a bucket outside, so we can like get all of it in one go instead of having like do like one bag and then get the stuff that was just excremented or excreted or however you want to put it. I think it's supposed to be excreted in the first place, but anyways, it's supposed to go into like one bag and then we tie it up and then throw it in the garbage. And that it would have been easier if we could just put in like one bag, like we used to. Unfortunately, it's not possible because if you just get like a bag just to pick up poop and then put it in a different container, there isn't much point in that. And it's a poop covered bag. Probably use as a lid. But either way, something I want to do. The poop bucket has been there for like 2 years though. It was mostly unused until it got really annoying to having to take it out one by one every time our dogs went. So eventually we just started using the bucket. Well, technically it's just me. My brother's never. Anyways, I have the app up and I have music. They go in the background. It's like a lo-fi for Pokemon. And I've been like getting really into the into listening Pokemon's old generation. I miss it. They don't have it on Switch though. The lowest I think was like the 4th gen, which sucks. I really like the music. Anyway, this is what I currently have right now. This is just a sketch, kind of. It was filled in because the lines were confusing after a while. But my point is to have it so I can have where the fuck's a bit difficult with a second monitor. Anyways, it was supposed to go curving. It was supposed to curve going outwards, but somehow I ended up getting straight. And the original design was always like this, where it has like a gap, at least to me it looks like it has a gap, it comes outward. That's where this part came in, but I didn't really think I want to keep it. And also there's no clothes, I should probably put some on right now. And let's see. That's the wrong one. This one, oh yeah, it was this one. So this one is based off a different one. There was like mixtures of like 3 different or 4 or something like that. It's like here it is. So the chains came from the fuck, it's covered. So the chains came from this one. I was thinking about having chains attached to one set of arms down here, but then I didn't put it through. First parts, these are just like temporary, so they don't actually have an actual design with this thing. You know, Chris is supposed to be on the side like this. This one was the outfit. I was gonna have like a chair and book thing, but it's pain in the ass. I originally did have a halo, but that was removed after a while. This one actually didn't get anything from it, but I was supposed to see for the color palette. This one's here again, but I never put it in the hood or the hat. This one was supposed to be like book and ghosts. This one needs something to cover the clothes. I think it's a simple one though. Let's see, where's it at? I think it's temp 2. No, it wasn't temp 2. It was temp 1. So this one was supposed to have more to it like this. It was supposed to have like a cape and fluffiness, which I did make. For one. In the second one. Weird. That's when I put in the back part. Anyways, the current goal is just to get the hat ironed out. Let's see your part. Here it is. This isn't the first time I've been like making multiple parts for one model. It's just there's a lot of them that get scrapped and it's kind of annoying. So it's usually like there's things I want to avoid doing, and there's things I really want to do but I don't. Just need to get down some. Here it is. Oh right, I was gonna use this one as like it's really supposed to be like this thing because it was the one Froze told me about. It's just I can't get like this part. I had like a hard time understanding this part. And this one was just thrown in because it looked interesting. But I just haven't completed it, and I'm already on like a model or fourth attempt. Anyways, what if I should shield? See? The sensitivity is so much different now because I have a second monitor going. So I'm thinking about putting like amethyst right here. Let's use color. This is purple. How'd you get to the point like it's just with like amethyst with inside? Using it as a geo, we can have an extra part to it. Like having it like a crystal, like a large one right here. To have one mention. Then we can have a smaller one. Tinier one. We can have an equal version of it, which is same size. And then our small one. This one can have a small arm. These are just temps, but it's supposed to be like helping me get the correct shaping in. Yeah, that's so much better. Where could I add the factor with it? I still need like some right here though. And smaller ones. Anyways, you get the point. So I do need to get more designed version. I should probably make this one more. Then I'm going to need to something like this one. I'll do a curved or a point. Get some weight. Might be a bit more of a pain. Whatever. Anyways, I did this one and it became scales on its own. I was trying to do something similar to the pointiness, but didn't think of it. So I ended up just doing scales and some, like, what's it called? Airbrush into it, spindled it, and it looks from distance. Anyways, this one was just tossed in for like zero reason. It's just like a filler kind of thing. Need to do the actual size of it. Scales. Yeah, it's pretty much filled in the way hopefully we'll get it to go in. It's hard to say if it'll turn out the way I like. and get the curve. There we go. Not that much of it work, really. You watching a baby? Is it your cousin's baby again? I'd be surprised. But didn't turn out the way I was hoping. It kinda sucked. It's not the first though. Could've been worse. There was a worse one. Give me a sec, I actually do stop. Don't that. And this one, I think it was like the 16th. Oops, that's rough. Model. No, that's not the one. Nope. Nope. 17. I have the yeah, here it is. This was the one of the ones that was supposed to be like made for like a model before this one. And it looks fine. Someone was transferred over to the 18th original form. This is like a tiny ass cave in here. Anything is like 2500 by 5200. This is like half the size of my current model I'm working on. But the thing had like a lot of cool like design for it. It's just it's too small for everything. Just have like all these other things in it too. Here's a tower too. This one was way too small to like throw in. I think when I added. I also had there's a couple models that was never released, but Ink had like 3 different forms. The next one I'm using, don't recall what fur was. Oh, it wasn't at the bunny one. That takes forever to load. Of course, I do have like one that's like massive as hell. me a sec to save this so I can close it. This one can be closed. It froze. I think it's still processing. Come on. What the hell? And it's struggling now. Where's the original? So this one was supposed to be the original 18th model, which is the one I'm using right now. You can see how like some of the 17th one had a tattoo put it and brought in, and the highly detailed feet. The necklace has been in most of my models. There's supposed to be a redeem that lifts up the hat. Sack. Where's it at? It's supposed to be lifted up, and then you have this really good profile. And then the horns that was thrown in from a different model. And then the hair from the original design. Here it is. Good shot. Was the original? I think no, that wasn't it. This one was supposed to be like done like afterwards, but I never got around to rigging it. This one had like more of a mage kind of feel. This one was slightly different, I remember. I think I had a different hairstyle. Oh, and this part, like, it got brought over to the new one. Actually, no, wait. Yeah, this was the one that was brought over to the current model. Let's see. There's supposed to be like a phone toggle with my actual phone. Let's see. Where's the original here? That's the original. It was just like, it's supposed to have like a cape and mage elf, or like a robe. And I threw it in boots because I didn't have anything else to throw in. No, don't save. What else was there? I think this one was the other one too. I think it's like the second version of it. No, this one was the first one. Let's see, that wasn't it, wasn't it, wasn't it? Definitely wasn't it. I think it was this one. Damn, these things take forever to load. It's not even as large as the other one either. There's a lot of I was trying to use some of them for like things to throw in, things to use, stuff like that. Where's the original hair? Oh, here it is. I just need to get rid of the air part. Which isn't showing. Where the hell is it at? Leave us back here. The fuck is it? Gosh. What's it from? There it is. So, this was the original design for the hair. And like the horns in the front, and this was brought over from the original version. It's just not much change, it's just some things was different. I have the original outfit somewhere on here too. Yeah, I think that was the original temp. I don't know what the hell was the original. So here it is. So it was originally supposed to be something like this. And because I couldn't like do the poofiness of the pants, I just never got around to actually doing it. It was supposed to come with shoes too, like this. And I had other types of shoes thrown in for a different one. I don't think there was much for it. This one didn't have like nearly as much outfits as the original. And I do love, like, really love this part. It's like it wasn't fully shown, there's something over it. What was it? Oh. Where the fuck is this? Oh. Okay, so this was the original version of it. This was to have like a one side of hair and then braid going down and then on the back. And then like, I think the collar was originally part of it, but it may be. This one was supposed to be part of it as well, but the bracelets I don't believe was part of it. There was shoes, but I don't remember which one it was. I think it was just the golf boots. And this one was like one of many different like models I've made where it had like the multiple outfits. And as you probably know, like from some of the other older ones, that I'm doing like more detail and getting better with shades and all that stuff. This thing is slowed down a lot. What if I still have the original? I know I have like the original, but not the original file. Like the oh that's right, it was like in a different fucking file formation when I was using GIMP. Here it is. This was the original model that I had a long time ago. As you can see, I didn't put very much effort into it. I think I did I did this one by hand, and then I had it repeated. And then this was to have like nonsensical loops for no reason. This one was from a this one was like a drawn over. I had like a different I think it was like Yule from some anime. I had like lined, I kept like following the design a lot, and I had it on the symmetry mode. Yeah, this one. This one was based off the 3D model that I had for it. So there was a lot of repeating, and then because I didn't put much effort to it and I didn't know what the hell I was doing, I'm pretty sure I'm missing like a third or fourth model. This one didn't have legs, I didn't want to deal with it. This one was just eggs, and I kept like copying and pasting it. As you see, like I still didn't have a single clue how I was doing it, but my hair was it wasn't like copied or anything. I have my third model. This one's supposedly my third, but I'm pretty sure it's my fifth. Because my fourth one was on a chair. The first one on a chair. I'm pretty sure I messed up on some of this part, but as you see, like the clothing is more diverse and it looks a little bit better. The hair is still awful. But you know, I was improving a bit. And then finally I come to my like more interesting. You can ignore the cat was an original version. Do you even have the original version? Yes, I do. So this was the original one. I didn't have like any fucking shadows or anything. And I was like really shit at like hands, so I had to draw it with the I had to trace it. And then originally like when it was supposed to like be moving up and down. This. And this one will move with it too. These ones I think were stagnant. Or static, I think it was called. And as you can see, I don't know how to fucking do anything related to crystals. This is probably the closest one I can get the crystals in some degree. And this one was just like a tool when I was still using GIMP. So it came out, and I didn't put like any shadings in it to make it like more interesting. Give it like a more 3D look. Where's my 5th model? Oh wait, I think it's when I was starting to give it its own thing new. Oh, here it is. 5th model. There was 2 different versions. There was one with and without hair or a mask. If you can, you know, it was a little bit better to some degree. Again, traced for hands. The hair was not traced. It probably should have been. The face definitely was horrible. And the flower was... It was supposed to be based off a lotus. I think it was... let's see. This one was based off the 4th model. I didn't know how to draw hands and I didn't want to, and I couldn't find a reference for it. So it's just tiny and stupid. The cat was just me screwing around with different types of brushes, like not blur. What was the other one called? It was smudge, I think. But it wasn't like smudge, it was like a pinch. It was like pinching at it to get like all around, make it look like fur. And I didn't like, I was still trying to figure out how to do animals. I didn't have any reference for it though, so it's a good excuse for it. This one also had like tools, or a tool for the brush. So that one was used a lot. Then we go on to the 7th model. This one was based off, I think, Fruit's pose. I had like silver outfits for this one. This one was like my favorite part. The idea was supposed to have like, I like to have the comments shooting over. But the thing is, I didn't know how to do clipping for like 10 more fucking models. And not 10 more, I want to say around the 13th model I started doing clipping. All this was actually not by any like, this one was traced, the hand. The pose was also kind of traced. It was just, I had a really hard time trying to do bodies. And this one was like my first attempt at doing abs. And so I didn't have like the greatest idea of how to do it, so I just, you know, make it as convincing as possible. The necklace started coming in, I believe, with this model. I can't remember if it was this one or the 4th one. It could be the 5th or 6th. No, this one would start coming in at the 7th, I think was what it was. This one was one of my favorites because of the hair. This one was by reference and not by oh, where's the original? There it is. And it was originally not, nope, wait, this one's a different one. How? Where is the original? There. Okay, so this one was by like reference and not the actual tracing because it was at like a side profile, and I really loved the design, so I had like 2 of them, I think. The books, I really wanted to be like representative of like different elements: earth, water, dark, wind, universal, fire, holy. Pretty sure I'm missing a color. Anyways, the wings, they were surprisingly not traced this time. The pose, again, not traced. The foot probably should have been. The hair was just one of my absolute favorites about this model. And as you can see here, this one was slightly updated. This one's again correct chain, by the way. I don't know if I have it on. Oh wait, that's right, I do. I'll give me a sec. So I have the chain and necklace like right here. I don't remember how to zoom in. Fuck. So the chain was actually corrected. And there wasn't much detail put into the... Also, the reason why it's sparkling is because it's supposed to be for my voice. Anyways. This one was when I was using purple as an outline. Probably should have kept it in some areas. As you see, there's like some detail here. I wasn't able to get it all. And for whatever reason, when I'm using like black as an outline, it is just terrible. But when, for whatever reason, even though this one's like 3600 by 6700, it came out really good. And then this one, the first time I started putting in like lipstick. As you see, I chose the upper part. When I showed Froze about it, he thought it was a mustache. But I really loved it. This one was supposed to be like, it was supposed to spin. And it was supposed to like do like really cool magical effects. This one was using tools, as you can probably tell, with the very obvious different repetitive details. This one's actually just a reverse of the same damn thing too. This one was supposed to like spin. This one was supposed to have like more solid with a transparent color. The ears was used like more than once, to be honest. The neck seems a bit too long in this one, but I really love this design. It was one of my favorite ones. Now onto the 9th model. Trying to figure out which one's which. So the original one was supposed to be this one. And I never actually finished it, but it was supposed to be like magic, like in the other one. The eyes was supposed to be like... Okay, so this one is really meant for like... Okay, so just during this time, I think Alpha and Omega, or... I think that was the VTuber who was supposed to be in Hololive. I think she was supposed to be like a manager before, and they were going to give her like a model. I decided to create like an opposite. Instead of like RGB, it was supposed to be like the cyan, magenta, and where the other color was. Pretty sure I had like an alt account with this, but I never got around to actually use it. The pants was surprisingly good during the time. And the one that came out of it was... What the hell is it? Was it this one? Oh, it was this one, because this one had wings. This one wasn't the one. Where the hell is the original? Here it is. So the wings on this one was traced. This one was the original outfit. Where the fuck? Here it is. I think. There's like so many fucking choose from. Either or. I really like using the one like asymmetrical thing. This one I did get it to spin, but I couldn't do a spin correctly. The fluff was one of my favorite ones during the time. The wings were just so awesome, I really had to add it. And then this one came from like a, I think it was like a mech mechanic of like a futuristic one. I really liked putting in like the thigh highs at the time. This was the when I first put in the abs. It was based on Sanson, I think was what the actual name was. The chinchilla VTuber. The muscles was a bit of a pain to do because I have no idea how to do them in the first place. This was like a fighter's pose with magic. This one I really loved, even though like it was like shit from close up. From a distance, it actually looks pretty nice. And I had like this one, like I had just recently gotten it, so I really wanted to incorporate it. This one, it was just for looks. I didn't really have any plans for that. It was when I first put in scars too, I think. This one was based on tieflings, so it was I think it was from a different VTuber. It had like a really cool horns at the time, and I really wanted something like it. No, wait, I think it was from Dragon's Age. I remember like the fuck, what the fuck were their names were? The horned ones. They had like the skin tone to it. It could be either or, I don't fucking remember what it was. That's also when I started creating or drawing hentai on it, to be honest. This one I believe only had one form. No wait, this one had like several forms, didn't it? Okay, so no, this one is sad. This one is just one form, it's just slightly different alternate outfits. This one's the correct one. So this one had like 2 staffs. I don't know why I wanted 2 staffs, I just really wanted it. This staff, like the green one here, came back like more than once. This one was like a reused abs, but it was like a different remake. I really wanted it like a book. I really loved braids during the time. And this one was traced, this one wasn't. The hair, I had to find a reference to because I couldn't find out how to like actually appropriately put off to the sides. This one was supposed to have like a Not it. Okay, so the white parts was supposed to be like a magic effect when you do the redeems. It was supposed to like brighten up and then disappear. That kind of thing. Not it. So there was a school outfit kind of designed to it. And this one was based on delinquents type thing. Don't see the thing I'm looking for. Never mind, I found it. It's supposed to be a onesie. This one also came from whatever it's called. The brush. Obviously, it's a brush. I really wanted something like sophisticated down there, even though no one's going to see it. This one was like one of those rare times I have really long hair in my models. And this is when I put like a little nose thing, or a bandage over the nose. As you can see, I had no idea how to do the eyes during this time. And this was like manicures, and I was really thinking about having it as the chat's name and like form. And I never kept it. It's not the first time I done it. Ah, damn, it's taking a while to close. It was not a PNG, so that makes sense as to why it took a while. This one was supposed to have like a duality thing to it. It's supposed to be like pale skin and like tan skin. This is when I was starting to get into like duality forms, but I never actually stuck to them. As you can see, I kept the eyes and then slightly alter them. But I really love the outfit. It was one of my favorites, and this one was just me throwing in lines. I wasn't doing it correctly, to be honest. I really love this sweater, so I threw it in there. And then you have the pale version of it. Same thing, just pale and short hair. Also, that's also when I started doing that nose thing. It was based on Pudge Ruffian's design because they had like a really cute soft nose, and I really loved the design. I started making that. And then back to the chair models. There's two different versions of this one. There's a cute one. This one had like a tattoo. It's supposed to, I think, have animations. Here comes the horns and hair again. The eyes were simplistic this time. The ears are smaller. They had like a bracelet on the ring or on the horn. As you can see, the staff came back. The book was slightly altered, but it did come back in some way. There was supposed to be like a slime, cat pillow, star pillow, and then a different thing. And this chair was based on one of the things I really want to get. Everything is it's like $1,000 for the damn thing. So I decided to just draw it in. This one I believe was through smudging for the wood. It came out really well. And then we have the updated version, which was more... That's the wrong one. That was for Twitter. It's this one. This one had like a more mature tone. This one came with a tail. Slightly altered staff. This one was the final product. It did come with like the hair and the cat, tabaxi, or not tabaxi. Resim, I pronounced. The cat's like really good. It has like turkey wings is what Froze put it. To be honest, I kind of see it. It was just like owl wings. I really like that one underneath them. And I had like this tattoo. The nails were longer. It wasn't that often to have like long nails in my models. I think this one was the original outfit. Yeah, this was the original outfit. This was have like a hole, I think, in the ear one. This one had like a nar horn. I can't remember if that was an ear one. I also had like earrings, and this is when I started adding like lip piercing. And you can see, as you can see, like the upper lip is still done. I think this one was added later on. But this one I really loved this one because it gave it like a 3D feel. I was struggling during that time to get like a 3D feel to anything. And also like the abs. Like I said, hard with. So I didn't do shades for the most part because I had like a really hard time understanding them. So a lot of my models didn't come with any like shading. Oh, it was also during a time where I was using like the you know, they give you like the empty stuff and you can bring your character in. And this is one that I really love because I was doing the shadings just right. This is during like Christmas, so you can obviously tell from that. Then there was this one, which was also really good. This one had like some thrown into it, so it would be easier to do. I think one of them I actually did a full draw with. Yeah, this one. But you guys, you can see like there's no shading in it, aside from this part. So you can tell that like it went downhill real fast. And then we go on to this one, which is where I have my BRB for like a long time. It was the first time I did transitions with the live screen or live 2D thing, where it'll look like a GIF. Let's see, the original one was this one. As you see, the staff made a return again. Had a flame this time, it flickered and actually moved. There's Trism. I can never fucking pronounce it. Has a very downgraded version of it. Not surprising, is it? Then it comes back with a tattoo on a book, golden pages, onesie, witch vibes for once. I didn't put in the souls. I think it was supposed to be like socks or something. Let's see, this one was for the part without the hat. I think I changed it. This one. The cat with no wings, and I think the cow was changed a little bit. Maybe a lot. I think I still used some of it because I was too lazy to get around to actually making it. This one had like no different designs to it. She was bald, she had like no eyes. There was like no way to see any part of the face or hair. And I really love this part. It was one of my favorites. This is when I started doing like actual like, what's it called? It says stress points. Like wrinkles. Wrinkles was starting to come in. This design still makes no sense to me despite the fact that I kept it. I really like this part, but as you can see, it wasn't... Never mind, it was done correctly. I thought I did it wrong. Then I want to have like transparent, or not transparent, but like glow coming through the outfit. And for whatever reason, it just splits off. This was like a sci-fi kind of thing, but I wasn't really knowledgeable about sci-fi, so it just kind of died fast. There's a lot of glowing in this one. Lots of glowing. There's supposed to be a ball that kept like going around and repetitively just doing that. And then this one's a GIF. I'm not sure if it's going to show it through it. It is not. It was one of my favorite ones. Then we go to the 13th, which is when I started going into goats. This one wasn't new. This one was supposed to be for Twitter, I think. This was supposed to be like a braided hair, very thick thighs. Gets smaller towards the end. This one was a trace because I couldn't figure out the pose. The eyes because I saw like a goat VTuber, and for a reason I put in red lines. It did kind of help a little bit. I made branches, and these things were supposed to be like gravel or some shit. I was trying to like figure out like a new design, and this one was like my favorite, as well as this from the model. This one I started doing like the under part of the lipstick. This one I think I was trying to do like a better version of it, like a collar, and then like a Minotaur's nose ring. It was scrapped because it wasn't the usual design. And then we get back to like more familiar stuff that was more recent. This one was actually given a front and back for once, and only once. As you can see, the hair came back from 8th model. It's just like slightly different. It was like a lighter tone with an even brighter tone to it. Chest got better. Came up with the 4 arms. I think it was starting for only one of them. A large tail. This was because of Tiefling Melissa. She had like a really good tail, and like it was really good to the point where I had to have my own. And then this one was just like a pattern, like kind of thigh highs, chain, or what's it called. Anyways, it was supposed to keep it like in place. This one was like a onesie as well. It comes out in the back and it actually has like a hole for it. This was literally just the front made it was literally just a copy and made it changed. The hair was just brought forward, that's pretty much it. And also this was brought forward. And I had to do like a little work to get it to it's backwards. And I think the 17th model was scrapped. I don't know what the 17th model was actually. Pretty sure it's like some of it came into this model. Fuck me, I just realized that. Yeah, I literally just talked about it too. Let's see. So there's like a lot more mess of a hair. As you see, the horns was incorporated in the original version of the 18th model. This part was one of my favorites. So it was this, but I really made it messy. There was like a lot more face into it. This is the first time I actually had like full lips that had like lipstick on it. This was also supposed to glow when I was talking. I didn't really have to do the I think I actually have teeth in this one. Face, fangs, a shade. Oh right. No, this one didn't have an actual mouth. It just had lips and teeth. Well, the visible teeth. This one wasn't originally part of it. It was just the net on the arm. And then this one had like more of like a scientist thing. This one I think was based off of Dahlia from an anime like a couple of years ago or last year. And I really like design, but this thing part like was not part of it. And then finally we go on to the current model, which I've shown also. That was I, not O. This one. So originally, it didn't have like the scale one. You've seen the original one. It was just like a plain version. And the scaled one like went into a later version. And it was also later scrapped. This one came from the 16th model. It was literally just a thrown in. The pants was my favorite things. That and also the feet. This one was just because I was too lazy to actually do the chain. It was just supposed to glow softly, like in and out. And then this was to move like this one, like moving up and down, like listening to music or relaxing. This one was supposed to move as well. And the chair was supposed to like move, like when I go to the side, it'll go to the side and back and, you know, all that stuff of movements. I had to put a pillow in because I didn't do it right. I was supposed to have like the head lowered, but because I couldn't like get the hand in, and I was using V-Roy to help me do it, I just could not do it. This part I really love too. This one wasn't without like any reference or anything. I was able to do it without it for once. It was very rare for me to get that. The hair was one of my favorites as well. I really loved it. This one was supposed to be one of the ones I was going to use. I think it was like the 3rd model. I really loved the cloak. It was one of my favorites. I even got like the chest shading in, right? And this is where the actual like hat came in. The only thing is, I had to get rid of some of these things in order for it to work correctly. And my ability to be able to turn with this kind of stuff is a bit difficult during this time. I had to figure out how like to get them to move correctly because this thing was stiff. Like because it went up here. If it was like in the hat, it would have been fine. It would have been so much easier just to do that. And this one was a standing version of the outfit I had. As you can see, there was like a couple more things added to it. The necklace, again, came back. This one, as you can see, looks familiar, doesn't it? This one was added as well. And I really love the eye. Eyes were so good at the time. The pants, I had to find a reference for them because I never drew pants. ones. And I have stockings, which had an overlay for it. Give it like a better look to it, you know? Also, these shoes, which was originally based off of an actual shoe and was traced because I couldn't get any of it correct without doing so. It was originally like actually upwards and I had to shift it to the side to do it. I think I have like one more left of this. We've seen those ones, so I guess technically it's not it. Oh right! So originally I was going to have a phone for chat. You guys would just show up here. I was able to figure out how to do so, but it was just too much of a pain in the ass to do so. This is what my phone looks like from the front view, by the way. It has this because it wasn't like an actual screen protector. For a fucking reason, they didn't give me one. It's just a plastic piece that goes over it. And it's connected to this purple part. This one wasn't actually a full detail of my phone though. Anyways, now that that's all done, I am going to find someone to raid and probably raid the fridge. Also, as you can see, words. They're somewhat more, what's the word, 3D-ish. That one took a long time to figure out, although I kind of enjoyed it. Does not turn as much as it should though. But this is like one of my better versions of rigging. As you can see, I can actually like, do the lean in. Give me a sec. That son of a bitch. So earlier I never done the lean in, but I actually did this time. Although for some reason it's a bit stiff today. The pants was like the one time I actually was able to do it correctly, and I also have like the little anklet too. I don't have actually a way of doing this correctly. Wait, that's as big as it gets. So there's supposed to be like little mana gems here. And well, you know. There wasn't any point to actually show it, it was just literally just there. Just because I really wanted a full model and not to have like a stupid half model, you know? It's just weird with like half models. But also like the fluff was one of my favorite parts. The hair was pretty good, though technically I could just get rid of the shoulder parts. It didn't turn out the way I wanted, and it's just the worst to deal with. Anyways, give me a sec. I'm gonna go find some to raid. I have like the browser on my second monitor, and I have like OBS on the other side. So it's sharing like a half a screen doing this. Anyways, I think just had lo-fi in the background. I really loved it, but not this one. The one I love is just, and it's supposed to be lo-fi. It's supposed to be like a copyright-free version of it. Hopefully, I really hope so. It's supposed to be that way, anyways. Imagine Dark is still on. He's going to be having like a Sonic the movie thing going on later. I see the redeem. Don't worry, I got you. I have like 3 different bottles that haven't been opened here too. Thank you for reading. I really should have put like a packet in it. I had like 4 different packets for a flavor, exclusively because I got tired of the taste of just regular water. It can be okay. Sometimes it's hit and miss. They can be like really disgustingly bad. And then sometimes it would be like really sweet. And it's just so hard to get those really sweet ones. Also, Dark is still on, so I'll be able to rate him. Pretty sure he's about to soon. Yep, he is. Okay, good. Okay, so I really have to get him before he gets out. Okay, Dark, say yes. Okay, so hopefully I can get it in time. I don't want to miss it. Just a couple more seconds. Thank you for watching. Bye.
Alright, anyways. Bye guys. Good night. Good night, good night.
The whole point. Oh shit. This is not a good time for a raid.
Oh,
You-
yeah, hey,
yeah,
everybody.
I don't know that you want to be here for this. Thanks for the raid, Dark, but things are a little